What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of Marvelous DJ's Cheat Code. Yours truly, DJ Mike Marvelous. Today, we're going to get into
your voice.
That's right. We're going to talk about your DJ voice. One, how to develop it, and two, why it's so important. Let's get into it on today's Cheat Code. Welcome back, welcome back. If you haven't figured it out by now, we are talking about emceeing. And kind of slightly we're talking about your MC voice, right? So I'm just going to put both together, right? Because my family has pointed out that I have two different voices, right? I have my regular voice and then I got my DJ voice, right? So sometimes I slip and use my DJ voice for normal stuff that I probably should just use my regular voice for. But it's just part of me DJing and emceeing at some of my events. I've learned from some of the best MCs out there that, in my opinion, right? Buckshot, Pork Chop, rest in peace, Heavyweight, DJ Twix even used to MC for me sometimes. We used to swap out. So it's definitely an important thing to do. I'm not telling DJs that you now need to become an MC, but when you're doing things like weddings, sometimes you don't bring an MC along with you and it's just you, right? Somebody's uncle may grab the mic, but that ain't really what you want. So you got to learn some of the mic skills and also develop your DJ voice. And I'll do a little bit in a few here, but develop a voice and match that voice to the scene that's going on now, right? You don't want your voice to be too up when it's something mellow, and you don't want to be too down when the party's turned up. Look, MCing is not about just shouting random stuff on the mic. It's very strategic, right? Your voice, it sets the tone, so it builds anticipation before a drop, like the so known 3, 2, 1, let's go, like 3, 2, 1, let's go, something like that, right? Guides the crowd during transitions and creates moments they'll remember. So think of your MC voice or your DJ voice like seasoning on a dish, right? So the music is the meal, but your voice is the spice. So here's the first voice. All right, next song I'm about to play is the new Cardi B, Outside. Right? Kind of dull. Let's check out the other way. Okay, we about to drop that new Cardi B, Outside. Where you at if you outside? Make some noise. I had to touch the turntable on that because it just made sense, right? Because I was about to drop it. It's just mental. I didn't have to do that, but mentally I had to do it. So as you can see, there is seasoning to the DJ voice versus just kind of announcing stuff that's about to happen. When emceeing, timing is everything, right? You're setting the tone, you're building up, you're setting yourself up or setting the crowd up for something you're about to drop. You're really kind of engaging with the crowd, right? You are the turn up of the party and you kind of have to set that tone with your voice. Now, usually, I'm all into the music part. If I have an MC, even better because I can focus in on the music. But if you need other transitions and segues from song to song, emceeing is the way to go. And you just kind of, again, develop yourself a DJ voice, whether it's your regular voice or if it's some variation of that voice, right? As you can see, very animated type of flavor when it comes to my DJ voice. Turned up, not really screaming, but really yelling about, what's going on, kind of setting the tone in a high pace, high energy kind of situation, right? So if any animation movies want to hire me for voiceovers, I'm available. All right, you want to make sure you use vocal dynamics, so don't stay monotone in one level. You want to rise and fall with the energy, right? You want to smile when you speak, so it does change your tone. So you want to be friendly, you want to act like you're having a good time, because if the DJ's not having a good time, the party goers probably won't either, right? So you are kind of front and center stage. You are the party. It has to bleed over into the crowd. We feed off the crowd feeds off of us. It's one big happy family at the end. And the biggest part is confidence, right? And I think this is the hardest part for most DJs to get over, is having the confidence to talk on the mic. Some don't want to say the wrong thing, some don't want to sound crazy, but being confident, it really rains onto the dance floor, right? Your confidence reigns that you are in control of this event, you're in control of this party, and I can tell you there are some events that you try and get gigs for will not book you unless you have mic skills. One, for example, Carnival Cruises, right? If you want to be a Carnival Cruise DJ, you better learn how to do some mic skills. When it comes to DJing on your controller, there are some help options on your controllers. Most controllers have a mic talk over button where you can hit that mic talk over button and it'll bring the music down a little bit so the voice can be heard on top of the music. You never want vocals or words to be sung or rapped in a song and you're talking over those vocals. It's not appealing. It's not appealing to people's ears. So you want to make sure that you are using instrumentals. Maybe you're using stems and you instrumental out of the song and just have that instrumental playing in the background as you talk. For my wedding DJs, when you're doing announcements, the bride and groom probably give you songs for those entrances. Make sure you have either the instrumental of those songs or you use stems and you stem out when you're talking, use the instrumental, and then you bring the song back in and you stem back in, including the vocals of the song. Just another cheat code for my wedding DJs out there. So crowd psychology is a big part of emceeing and DJing and using your DJ voice, right? People respond to vocal cues. If you say jump, jump, they're going to jump. If you tell them to put their hands up in the air, they're going to put their hands up in the air. Usually I try and pair that with a song that's saying something similar, and that's what happens. If you use call and response, when I say DJ, you say marvelous, right? So, or whatever it might be. Crowd participation is the best, especially if they know the words of the song. You kind of be like, y'all gotta sing this part loud, and then cut the vocals of the track and they'll start singing, right? So it adds this extra element into your mixes when you're doing live gigs. Again, shout out birthdays, anniversaries, just compliment the crowd, point out people in the crowd that's been partying with you all night, kind of award them for giving you back energy that you've been giving them all night, right? Your voice is going to build that connection. Those connections with each individual person on that dance floor is going to change just your response or their response to your DJing. So there it is. That's your cheat code for today. It's all about your voice, you developing a DJ voice, and you actually utilizing that DJ voice to add to your sets, add to what you're giving out, add to your performance, right? It's your DJ voice that people will remember, right? If you're quiet and just playing music, if you did a great job, you did a great job. I will say this. All events don't require you to talk on the mic, right? So I will say that, right? If it's something, where you're just the background music, then you don't need to talk on the mic. Also, you want to use it sparingly, right? You don't want to be talking the entire night. People actually want to hear music, so let them hear the music. But when it's time to turn up, when you're setting the tone, when you're announcing people in, that's when your mic skills come into play. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell, notification bell, so you don't miss another cheat code. Yours truly, DJ Mike Marvelous. Marvelous DJs. Let's get it. Cheat code.